So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction and hopefully the style of contest. The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The great playmaker João Neves is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, Peter, and good at resisting pressure.
Shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Daddy Olmo! Oh, it's come off the upright.
It's been pretty high.
Chance for a shot! He's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Barcelona definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Played into space. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. Araujo, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Valde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Tries a shot!
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's with the keeper. Kubasi. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. He has found the way through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. De Jong. Out to the left it goes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Hernandez. Yamal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Can he spark a counter here? Hernandez providing an outlet on that flank. Eric Garcia. Spread it left. Rashford in acres of space out wide. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Olmo. And here's Lopez. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork, and can he finish? Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Out of play for a throw.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And it's Neves. Fermin wins the duel this time.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's tried one! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
De Jong. Fermin. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And here's Yamal. This is De Jong. And this is Lewandowski. Shapes to shoot!
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That's going to go a long way. And it's Lopez. Yamal. Big chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he can clear it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He is through here! And here's Doué.
5 minutos de descuento.
De Jong. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Danger averted for now. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rashford claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim.
Durante el
It's a
descanso,
very good day to you
podremos disfrutar de
from
un
both of
pequeño
us.
espectáculo ofrecido por nuestro grupo oficial de animación.